of me, 'cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission, 'cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. I'm there with the vision. Got a passion, making it happen. Ready for action. And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. This is my world now. Hey! Here we go! We coming ready or not, you better steady yourself, because we're raising some hell. There's nothing keeping this roof from blowing off. We're taking over the town, hit the switch and shut it down. Like Indian, we're electric, never stop. We're coming ready or not, we're coming ready or not. We're giving all that we got, we're giving all that we got. We're coming ready or not. We're throwing gas on the fire, the stratosphere getting high. We're trouble when we get crazy, we get wild.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Sim Series, and we are ready to go racing here tonight at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. I am Wesley Outland, fresh in from doing a basketball television radio broadcast. That is why I'm all spiffied up in a shirt and tie. I literally just walked in the door, ready to go for this event. And joined alongside is my buddy Alex Robinson from up in Pennsylvania. Alex, it's good to work with you again, man. It's been since 2021, I think it might have been. No. We did the Mr. Miyagi Toast battle in 2022, January of 2022. So it's good to have you back.
Oh, it's great to be back, and it's dirt. Something that I love dearly, deep to my heart, dirt. And
yes,
well, it's the first time in about a year and a half we've been on here. But I saw you a few months ago, so
yes,
like
yeah.
We never left.
And by the way, can we let everybody know that yourself and myself are the announcers of the Dirt Car Racing Dirt Modified Mafia Dirt Tour Modified Mafia series? And of course, they've had a successful 2 events, and they got a little bit of a break before they go into that big $7,500,000 purse weekend in May. But yeah, man, I mean, you've had fun doing modified racing. What are you at, Bridgeport now? Bridgeport Speedway full time this year, right?
Bridgeport Motorsports Park, and we start Sunday, so Mother Nature canceled some plans, so we're there Sunday, and then a 2-race weekend next week. Sprint cars on tap, and me and a PA person, it's a sprint car country up here, so
yes, it is.
King of the Speed getting sprint cars, and I tell you what, it's going to be fun.
Well, this is the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series, and, of course, round number 3 here tonight at Lernerville Speedway, of course, coming off of the race at the Limaland event and then Volusia. And, of course, Charles Wooten, our man, that he might chime in because he's a dirt guy too. But he is the guy that's pushing our buttons here tonight. So here's the deal. Tell of the tape for you. We are at Lernerville Speedway. Alex, I don't know if it's a track you've been to before. I think you have. I know I've announced many times at Lernerville. Me and Mr. Callahan, Bill Callahan, used to work, or Doc Callahan, I'm sorry, used to work many races with each other back up in the day with sprint cars and modifieds, Renegades, dirt, and stuff like that. So, dirt car racing and Lernerville Speedway is just a very fun, exciting 3/8 mile racetrack, and I think we're going to have some fun with these Northwest Dirt Super Late models tonight.
Yeah, I've never been there. It's on my bucket list. I'm kind of hoping to get there sometime this summer. I don't know. It all depends on scheduling and what else happens.
Sure.
50-some races this year. It's going to be tough to get anywhere and everywhere.
That's exactly right. Well, we're getting ready to go racing here tonight, no doubt, here at the Lernerville Speedway, the virtual Lernerville Speedway in Sarver, Pennsylvania. And the car counts are starting to pick up a little bit. Definitely, I think we're like at 11 super late models now. I want to emphasize, though, this is a growing Northwest series. It is a growing series. This is only the third race that they've done. And it's something different, Alex, besides the pavement iRacing truck and Xfinity or Cup or ARCA that they've done in the past. But I love it. I know Charles loves it. You love dirt track racing. And I think it's great that we're doing that on LSRTV again.
Oh, I got on Charles. I got on his case right away when I didn't get an invite for this. I was like, you got dirt and you didn't call me. I'm a little offended by that one.
Well, I'm glad that it finally worked out, buddy, to bring you in here. And, of course, Alex will be able to join me every Thursday night unless he has other things going on. But for the most part, I think we'll have fun. It's a late night Eastern show. And, of course, it's only 8:15 on the Pacific Northwest where a lot of these drivers are based out of. And I hope it continues to grow. I hope it continues to build. If you're watching this broadcast, first off, subscribe to LSRTV for all of the great iRacing content if you've not already done so. But in addition to that, if you are a fan of dirt racing and you want to get involved in the dirt series for the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series, or even the Northwest Truck Series presented by Click It RV, or the Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Series on Monday and Wednesday night, reach out to somebody in the Northwest Racing Series social media page. I know that they'll definitely take care of you. Let's go trackside now to Lernerville Speedway. Checking out the racetrack. And first, your Kaufman Creative weather conditions. Boy, oh boy, it is a cold one, Alex. 66 virtual sim temperature. Track temp at 49 degrees on the clay at Lernerville. What is that going to be like for these cars tonight?
I tell you what, it's actually warmer here now than it is in sim. So kind of happy right now that we finally get warmer temperatures than the sim does for once, because usually the sim is like, oh, it's 80 degrees and sunny and it's snowing here. But now it's a little reverse, so I'm kind of happy. But High Bank track of Lernerville, always a fun racetrack, always interesting to say the least here. And again, it's one of those with no wall. You got to be really careful here, because if you go up top on that top shelf, you have about, depending on who you are and how much experience you have with these cars at this racetrack, you got maybe a 60% chance of falling off the ledge here.
Yeah, like what Roy Grande just did. Olay. By the way, let's take a look again at some of these beautiful-looking dirt super late model cars wheeling it around the racetrack. There's the virtual Rocket XR1 of Billings, Montana. Jeff Stabnow. These drivers are getting ready to wrap up their practice session. They get a practice session, then they go into qualifying. Qualifying will then set up heat races, and we're going 50 laps here tonight at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. By the way, we saw that the air temp virtual sim at Lernerville is 66 degrees. Ironically, Alex Robinson, that is the same temperature here in North Carolina right now in the broadcast studio, 66 degrees.
66? Aren't you lucky?
Yes. It's supposed to be up to 85 degrees tomorrow, 85 to 87 degrees tomorrow. So we'll take it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to qualify here now. Here comes the Rocket, number 55, of course, to the Shelton, Washington. This is DWJ Dan West Jr. Alex, what do you say about iRacing and these mimics, if you will, of the dirt super late models that they've got on the sim?
Tell you what, we say about it, and if you ask drivers that have iRacing, they will tell you it is harder to run these cars on iRacing than it is to run these cars in real life. So again, for some of these guys, possibly, maybe if you can handle these cars, you might be able to handle some sort of late model in the real world, but it's close. It's a little more difficult here, especially because you look at this racetrack and you'll probably see it by the end of the feature. It's slick, but it's not taking rubber. It's just slick.
Slick racetrack, no doubt. Dan West Jr. going to the top of the board, a guy that normally runs a lot on the dirt, and Shelton, Washington native. And here comes a throwback to Kyle Larson's late model, the 25. Of course, Ryan Bloom's second fast. And Jeff Stapp now. We're going to see what he can do here in qualifying as he's on racetrack. By the way, 2 winners in the series so far for round 3 here tonight at Lernerville. Round number 1 went to son of Dan West Jr., Devin West, and BJ Duval. Finally, Alex broke through into victory lane for a Northwest Series win. Ironically, had to be on the dirt last week at Volusia.
Oh, of course, it's the dirt guy, and I will say, of course, the one race I miss, he does that because missed the first, didn't get to see the dirt side. I spotted for him last week. I spotted again for him, I think, one of the nights this week, and he can't get a win there. But of course, the dirt side, I missed that race, and he goes out and wins it.
There you go. Here comes Brian Barnes on track. And I'm understanding that he was taking pointers from Alex Robinson was taking pointers from BJ Duval. So we'll see what goes on here now. As here comes now the next qualifier, the number 4 Popsicles machine. And that, of course, is the driver of Brian Barnes. Brian Barnes is the defending Northwest Cup Series champion of last year. Looking to see what this number 4 car can do. Nice virtual wrap job on that car as well there, Alex.
Oh yeah, especially Popsicle. That just brings me back to childhood. It was only a few years ago, but it brings me back to my childhood, enjoying some popsicles there. But Wesley, I'll tell you what. This
and Velvet, how old I am. Okay.
I didn't want to hint at it, but
it's all right. It's okay.
Someone want to shout.
There's Sean Brightsman now. Come on, buddy. Get it back together here. And there's Duval, ready to come out to qualify. By the way, Sean Brightsman qualified 6th, 27:42. Come on, boy. You better pick it up. 15 was his best lap, so that'll put him in right there at 6th. And all right, Alex, here comes BJ Duval. Pink number 32 for the One Thumb Wonder Dubby entry.
Look, I know if he sets quick time and he wins tonight, I'm going to have to write a whole press release about it for his Facebook page because I get yelled at. I'm the PR guy for him now. So, I have to, but he yells at me because apparently I'm not doing my job. He doesn't give me anything. So now
you wear a lot of hats now, right?
Yeah, a lot. I don't know how many of them fit my head anymore, but apparently I wear a lot of hats.
Duval roaring by the B32 W entry. And he'll go to the pole, 14:61. And it didn't even look like, Alex, he was trying to drive the car fast either.
Oh, no. He was just going smooth and steady, and that's, let's be honest, with the super late models at this track, you got to stay straight, got to keep it clean, and you just got to go. If you try and push these cars, you're going to be in for a world of hurt because these cars, it's not like what we grew up watching, super late models going sideways into the corner, full bore. Now it's got to keep these cars a little bit more straight or you're going to pay the price. You're not going to get speed. You're going to lose speed. And during the racing, you might have some contact by the end of it.
And by the way, Lernerville reminds me a lot of Lima Land where we were for week number 1, except there's a little bit of a barrier fencing over there in turn 1. But there is a trap area there. There is a nice area of fielding grass and gravel. And if you don't hit turn number 1 perfectly, you might be visiting that part of the reservation, no doubt. Let's bring in Charles Wooten. Charles, another dirt night here on LSRTV here at Lernerville. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm not going to come in here and steal the show from y'all. This is y'all's show tonight. But I do know they're going to be advancing it here shortly. And we want to give a shout out. One, I think we got all our issues sorted out. We actually ordered a new 24-core processor for the computer that's coming in Saturday. And that being said, we are fighting some weather here tonight. We have some really, really bad storms, potential tornadoes. And they said golf ball to grapefruit site hail. So that's all coming our way. Hopefully the studio stays intact for this race. If it randomly does cut out, well, just assume that a tornado or something took the studio to like La La Land somewhere. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Hopefully that won't take place, my friend, and you be safe. Definitely. I was talking with some of my buddies at NASCAR via text and on phone this afternoon on the way driving to Fayetteville, and one of the things they did hint on is there's some pretty nasty weather down there in the Texas area. Of course, NASCAR at COTA at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas this weekend as well. And, of course, a lot of those teams and media and travelers came in yesterday and are dealing with that weather just as much as Wichita Falls, Texas is, where the location of the LSRTV mobile camper presented by Click It RV is located at. By the way, we're ready to go now with heat racing action. And we've got, I believe, one heat race. That's all we've got. One heat race. One heat race. And Alex, bottom line, my friend, you gotta get to the front quickly, because this will determine your starting spot for the feature.
Yeah, it will. And I'll tell you what, the pressure is on the resident dirt guy of BJ Duval, who starts on the pole. Pressure's on because he needs to try and duplicate what he did last week, but at the same point, go for the clean sweep. You set quick time now. Now, win a heat race, win a feature, you get the clean sweep of the night. But there's some pressure on that B32 machine because there's some talented drivers on this field.
And here come the dirt super late models onto the track now here at Virtual Lernerville. Let's give you the starting lineup for heat action. It's going to be BJ Duval from West Virginia and Washington native Dan West Jr. on the front row. Now, row number 2 is going to find Ryan Bloom and that 25 Kyle Larson dirt late model throwback for Flow Race into the outside. Cup Series champion of the Northwest, Brian Barnes, row number 2. Row 3 will find Zach Rush and Roy Grande. Rest of the field coming to the line, including Jeff Stabnow, Aaron Cooper, Tyler Kim, and John Ottenbacher. It's a 10-lap heat race. That's all they get, and we're going 50-lap racing after that. And all the while, jumping out in front, Duval with a big lead, half a second on West, as Barnes has got some problems as he gets passed by Bloom in the corner there, Alex.
Yeah, Bloom takes over the 3rd spot there. Barnes now in the 4th spot, but under pressure because Breitzman there, as Breitzman and Stabnow, they're going at it side by side here for that 6th spot, as now the 46 machine into the infield there. Green flag still out in the air here, so we go back here, the 24 machine there, up in that 6th spot. Stabnow there, the 71 of Cooper, and now the caution flag will wave.
Yeah, caution will come out, man. Stuff break there for the driver of Sean Breitzman going northbound in a southbound lane. And, well, he'll flip her back in the right direction and get that Rocket XR1 back forwarded. And he had some help. And I believe obviously you saw it dead on the broadcast, but maybe we could show you a replay of what just took place at 46 to put us under the yellow flag with 3 laps into this race right now here in heat race action. Let's watch it one more time. Barnes came down, made everybody check up behind them like Zach Rush and Sean Breitzman, and then from there, Breitzman got loose trying to pass Rush, and then Jeff Stabnow, man, just kind of got into the back of the virtual fuel cell, if you will, and hooked him around there. A couple of teammates in the 46 and 24 there, Alex.
Yeah, so caution here in the heat race action. BJ Duval still holds on to the race lead here. 7 laps to go still in this heat race. So there's still some laps here for someone like Breitzman to regroup here, possibly gain some more positions. But also in the top 3 here, there's still some chances for you to gain or lose positions and possibly a front row starting spot.
Looks like the field will get the one-to-go indication here this time by. We'll try to reset them and go one green next time around. Of course, everybody getting reset for the double file restart. Of course, it is going to be Duval on the inside, West on the outside. 3 laps in, 7 to go in this heat race action to set the field for the 50-lap feature. As Dan West Jr. throttles up alongside Duval's car, he'll hit the gas first as they work back to the restart box. Stab now under pressure, and he's in the wall. Scampering sideways, he saves the car, and we are back to green here in the heat race.
And good save there on that initial restart there, as now Stab now has some room here, going to try and regroup there. There you see that 25 of Bloom. Bloom going to take over the 3rd spot there, as now a 3-car battle here, and there goes the 25 machine down. And remember, we talked about it. That is the most dangerous spot of the racetrack there. As you see, he's going to regroup, get back on the racetrack here. So Bloom losing about 5 spots there, now back to the 10th spot. BJ Duval, though, he's out in front, and West in 2nd.
About a 3/4 second lead there on the 2nd place car. There's Lernerville right there at the line. The drivers of Duval and West top 2, 4. Now making 3 laps to go here in the heat race. And all the while it is BJ Duval, Will Duval, the one-thumb wonder. Okay, you can call him the outlaw boss if you want to, Alex. But right now he's the man out in front. 2 to go in the number 32.
Nah, it's just BJ Duval or the boss man to me, because that's who signs my paychecks half the time. But BJ Duval in the top spot there. West, Barnes, and Rush is your top 4. Cooper in that 5th spot with a white flag in the air.
Final time to the back straightaway. Originally from Huntington, West Virginia, looking for another heat race win. Winner last week at Volusia, Will Duval will win heat race number 1 and the only heat race, if you will, for the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series here tonight. Or the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Dirt Series here at Lernerville. Here's your results. And quickly, they're going to get a nice little warm-up session. And then we're going 50 laps of racing. So, before this warm-up session ends, if you want to bring us back here on the camera, Alex, just your thoughts here, if you will. What do you think of that heat race? And then obviously BJ Duval, hands down, but he's got a really, really strong car. Looks really, really good. And I think he's on the cusp of trying to go back-to-back again here in the series tonight.
Well, he's at quick time. He on top of that goes and wins the heat race. So now he's looking at the clean sweep here, but now 50 laps is a lot longer. And I expect this racetrack to get a little more slick, a little more tricky here. And depending on how this competition winds up here, this feature event could get very interesting near the end, especially we know how good this track is for slide jobs.
Should be a good one. 50 laps of racing coming up here when we return from Lernerville. I think it's probably best right now for us to step away and go to break, and we'll get you set for the big race coming up next. 50 laps, Lernerville, the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. This is coverage of iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. The A main feature is next.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Welcome back to coverage of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series here on iRacing on LSRTV, the Community Radio Network. Alex Robinson. I am Wesley Outland, and again, we welcome you back with Charles Wooten hitting the buttons here for round number 3. There's your weather conditions. Track temp warmed up by a degree, and the air temp warmed up by a degree. Alex.
just a bit. Just
a little bit.
I would think it was the other way around, of when the sun starts to set, the temperature would cool down a lot more, but apparently not.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, without a further ado, here is your starting lineup for round number 3 of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series tonight from Lernerville. I'll do 6, and my buddy will grab 5. On the pole, BJ Duval in the 32, the heat race winner last week, Evolution of the Outside. His son Devin West won at the opener at Lima Land over Duval. This is Dan West Jr., also a guy that normally runs in dirt racing in Shelton, Washington. Northwest Cup Series pavement champion of last year, Brian Barnes in the Popsicle 4, and Zach Rush in the 82 Row 2. Row number 3, we'll find Bug Eyes, Aaron Cooper. In Billings, Montana, Jeff Stabnow with the LSRTV 4K24 Rocket XR1, the first 3 rows. Alex Robinson.
Starting in row number 4, the 89, that's going to be John Ottenbacher. And to the outside, the 46 of Sean Breitzman. Row number 5 on the inside, that's the 38 machine of Tyler Kim. To the outside, the 25 of Ryan Bloom. And in row number 6, it's going to be Roy Grand in the 18. So he is scratched. So
I think Roy Grande's a scratch. Yeah.
So
well, thank you for at least trying to play.
There's some challenges here. That 46 machine of Sean Breitzman, he's going to have some work to do here after that incident in heat races. So let's see how he regroups here. And again, Ryan Bloom, remember, he fell off that little, lip say in turn 1 and 2. He's going to have some work as well to do coming from the back, hopefully possibly coming to the front here. But again, let's be honest, the man to beat tonight after setting quick time winning the heat race, that B32 machine of BJ Duval here is going to be the one to watch out for. But can we have a third different winner is the question.
We'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to strap in Super late models, as my friend, colleague, and mentor, past Rick Eshelman, used to call them the most powerful late models on the planet. Virtual sim style, come to green at Lernerville, and we are underway. 50 laps the distance, and the whole shot will go to Duval as right now. Dan West Jr., Brian Barnes battle. He's going off track. So is Odenbacher off the reservation, flying through the air. Stab now involved, and the caution out on lap number 1. Good grief.
Wesley, this is what happens when you don't have a wall around the track.
Yep. Part of the pun. Oh. When there's not a wall around the racetrack, there's the end result. There's a look at the replay again here. Oh boy, this is on board with Odenbacher. It was light, it was dark, it was light, it was dark, it was light, it was dark. Oh.
Oh boy.
Let's go on board with the 24, Jeff Stabnow. I believe we're going to watch and see what happened to Jeff Stabnow as well. This happened after the caution came out. What? Okay. Oh! Penny for your thoughts, Chief. and you know what's funny? They're all teammates right there, Alex. This is a fun series. I really look forward to the Northwest Dirt late middle. Get tongue-tied. I'm really looking forward to the Northwest Dirt high five salute later tonight when the race ends, Alex.
I'm about to say I'm missing this one.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Thanks. I don't know if I should be concerned, but all I see is lights are off. So Wesley, we're going back racing.
I think we're going to try this again, actually. I don't think we got 1 lap scored here, so we're going to try to reset this and go one more time. As the field works their way to the starting box, green flag will go in the air, and we are underway here. And actually, they are going to let that first lap count, so we actually have 1 lap scored, 2 to go, or 2 laps in now, and it is going to be Duval, pink 32, leading this lap as they go back to the corner.
So Duval on that top side, and there you see the 46 machine of Sean Breitzman, as well as that 24 of Stabnow. They're trying to work their way back up to the front of the field here. Stabnow in the 5th spot there, Breitzman in 6th. They're trying to catch up to this top 4. Cooper in 4th there, Barnes, and then you see Rush, but BJ Duval right now, he's out over 2 seconds in front already. Wesley, that B32 machine is on rails right now.
Oh, whoa, trouble! Breitzman, Stabnow, airborne. Odenbacher, like the part of the Red Seas, missed his teammates. And the caution is out again. Oh. Sean Breitzman, by the way, winner last night for the Northwest coverage of the Xfinity B-Series cars at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Here's a look at the replay. Oh my goodness, look at Stabnow. And he still stuck the landing there, Alex. I got to give him a 10 out of 10 on the pirouette.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I'm at a loss of words. I don't know what to say on that one. I really don't know what to say on that one.
He's like, I really don't know what to say here, Wesley, by the way. Hey, Alex, obviously the World of Thunder, you know, is going pavement racing. What do you think of that? Starting next Sunday. First race, of course, it's out of the gate with this new World of Thunder Trucks Series. Pavement trucks for the World of Thunder Esports League.
I don't like it. I'm a dirt guy. I don't like it. I'm just going to be on the top of the spotter stand at that point. I don't know what else you want me to do. I can't drive and I can't announce pavement, so I'm going to spot someone.
Well, I mean, you know, I think the transition is to start with this new pavement deal, but then work its way back into doing some dirt stuff. So, because obviously, you know, I'm a fan of dirt racing. I know you are as well, Alex. And we know that Charles Wooten loves the dirt. as well. So, you know, I think it's something new for the World of Thunder Esports League, and doing something on pavement. I think it's going to be, you know, pretty cool, and then breaking them in and doing the dirt side as well. So here we go, back to the restart. 5 laps into this event, 50 laps is the distance. And we go back to green again. Look at Duval on the whole shot, man. Look at him 3 wide there. On the Bacher on the bottom. Barnes clearing by Rush, and now he's shot up the racetrack, up in the cushion, up in the fluff, if you will, and now we get broadsided. Rush clears back by him on the crossover. Here comes Barnes, and the caution is out again. Stab now, I believe, with a problem in 24 again. It might be Aaron Cooper. It's Aaron Cooper.
Oh, boy. Wesley, can we blame Charles Wooten for this one?
What do you want to blame him for?
Remember before the broadcast, before mics opened, he said it was going to be a pretty quick night?
Well, I mean, you know. Potatoes, tomatoes. What was it? And Stab now did get a piece of that accent, by the way, with Aaron Cooper. Couple of cars going behind the wall. Stab now already getting a fast repair. So is the 25 of Ryan Bloom, unless he says to heck with this and parks it.
But Wesley, back before we.
I think Jeff is out. Jeff Stabnow is out of this race. No, it says he's pitting. Okay, he's pitting. No, it says he's out. I don't know what to think.
Look, apparently we're supposed to bring our producer, and I'm scared to hear the comment from Charles Wooten. So
Charles Wooten, what you got?
I'm doubling as a pit road reporter here tonight, and I did talk to
Thank you.
The LSRTV team there real quick, and I said let them know we had plenty of ambulances and aspirin in the pits. I was told, and I will quote this from Devin West, he said you might want to call the sheriff's department too.
Wow.
Well, apparently we're not going to party in the pits tonight.
Note to all drivers in the pit area: please do not use a hammer after you exit the road, because I don't need to see that, and these cars don't need to see, unless you're taking out dents. That's always fun watching.
Oh, if we literally have iRacing start making it where you can bring in shovels and hammers and sledgehammers and everything else, or mallets is the word I was looking for. Definitely rivet guns, we're going to be in trouble for sure. We're back to green here at Lernerville with Duval breaking up in front, 7 laps into this 50-lap feature. And Adenbacher going around out of turn number 4. You saw him lose it there in the number 8 machine. 89 so far, no caution. We will stay under the green flag. And look at Duval, man. He's just picking them up and putting them down. But Barnes is really showing a strong car now into 1.
Yeah, and there's the caution flag. So caution flag is out, and is Jeff?
I wonder if Team LSRTV got into it again. What do you?
Jeff Stabnow involved in this one. Oh boy.
Oh, we'll find out. Well, Sean Brightsman. Nope, there's Sean. Jeff Stabnow. You spoke too soon there. You spoke too soon, Alex.
Oh,
no!
Boy. Oh,
hey!
boy.
Going through a washing cycle and coming out clean on the other side was Brightsman.
Well, I don't know if that car's clean, but sure.
Is that?
Well, correction. If you go and look at that car, one side of the car is clean. The other side of the car is a little bent.
You're not clean unless you're zestfully clean.
But Wesley, how can I put this way? When you going back to that of World of Thunder quick, just hope there's no radioactive on spotters, because I will make radioactive every single week on that, because how I yell at my drivers when I spot for them, because sometimes they do stupid things and I have to yell at them.
You yell at people? You have a lot of anger in your life. You took a lot of work from Brett Willer, didn't you?
Well, you see, you see BJ Duval, right? Yeah, he's calm, cool, and collected on the racetrack. That's because he yells at me before and after the races.
Yeah, calm, cool, collective, hands down.
Or I have to yell at him to keep his head, out of somewhere, so he can drive and win. So I can be PR, but Here we go. We're going to try.
Definitely appreciate you not using that offensive language as we're getting ready to come back to the restart.
We're going.
Back underway. 40 laps to go here at Lernerville. Not done yet. Brian Barnes got a great restart on Duval, and here comes, oh no, announcer jinx, jumps the cushion. Here comes Cooper and Dan West Jr. saying, come on in here, brother. I got you back. Not yet, Cooper. Save it, buddy, save it. Oh no, that's not how you save it. Oh, he gets into Brightsman. I think we're still under green. No caution, Alex.
Just stay green, let's go. Survival of the fittest here. That's what we're going with, and there's the caution.
Well, this will at least let us see the replay. Cooper has got like a shark car. Do you see that? Like, I love the wrap job on the 71 of Aaron Cooper. Look at this. What are you doing? Wrong car.
That wasn't the caution.
Oh.
Wait, then what was the caution?
This was the caution here. Okay, there was another caution within the caution. This is the reason why we're under caution. Odenbacher in the rush and stab now. Oh, we got by this time. Now can we go back to Brightsman and Cooper? Extended caution, pardon the pun. Let's watch this one. Look at this. Zigman, you should have zagged. Oh, wow.
The catch fence did its job.
He says, bird. Oh, wow. On board there with the 71 of Aaron Cooper, or at least watching it there. Well, amongst all of the chaos and mayhem of a 50-lap feature now stuck on lap number 12, it has been Alex Robinson, all B.J. Duval out in front.
I don't know if BJ's smiling or if he's dreading that this is still cautions, because this just makes BJ's night a whole lot longer.
So you said that you're kind of a jerk spotting. What would you be saying to these guys right now if you're in the spotter's box?
Oh, look, depends who I'm spotting for. There's a lot of words that might be said to certain drivers if I'm spotting for them, especially Bob and Weeb. Like, oh, Daytona's fun to spot for. We'll talk about that later. But
oh yeah,
pace truck is off. Here we go. We're gonna go back green. Let's go 5 green laps at least. Here we go. Let's fight to the finish here. Oh boy.
Hey, you just jinxed it.
Oh boy.
Duval going on the restart, and I think we got calamity in the back, and either they called for a redo on the restart or there's an accident over there. Here's your replay. Watch this. Don't say nothing about let's go 5 laps under green, because they're just like, nah, ixnay on that idea, AR. Watch this. Oh, Dan West Jr., Barnes gets turned. Oh. He had a pretty good run going for him, actually, there before that accident there, Alex.
Wesley, I'm going to put it this way. Thank God we canceled racing tomorrow, because it would be brutal for me to try and get up tomorrow morning to drive to Jersey. But sadly, Modified Mafia is not running this weekend. Or, no, they're not running this weekend, sadly.
No, Modified Mafia will not be running again until we go to Bloomington, Indiana in May. Actually, there might be a race at Richmond, Kentucky added on the schedule. I know that's kind of unofficial right now, but I think Richmond Raceway possibly will be putting on a race with the Modified Mafia Tour. So, and that'll be a co-sanctioned race, I believe, at the Fast Track Racing Series. But I know there's still Bill and Stacy Lapinos, and of course Brandon Wright working on the details for that. Hey, by the way, FAU upsets the Tennessee Volunteers in the Sweet 16. I'm happy, Alex. Tennessee is out of it.
You're just happy because of county line when frickin' Tennessee beat Alabama. I remember that night. I remember that night because half the press box went berserk when Tennessee won that football game.
Oh, I was ticked, dude. I'm an Alabama fan. You know that, Alex. You
and
know
everyone else was jumping up and down.
Yeah. Especially Jackie, our producer in the broadcast booth. She's just talking smack. She's just like, yeah. And I was like, well, what? How bad did Auburn lose? We're back to green here. We're back to green here, 15 and 50 laps now. Aaron Cooper and Zach Rush battling with one another. There goes Adenbacher on the bottom, trying to battle Stab now. Oh my goodness, here we go, 3 wide. Contact. Sean Brightsman in the wall. Hold on, buddy. Oh, Adenbacher's crashed. Barnes is on the binders. And keep it together, guys. Keep it together.
I'm about to say, they're all straight. Green. Let's go. They're all straight. Let's keep going.
Caution.
What?
I'm like it. No caution.
What? There's a car there.
Look, there's Kyle Larson. I mean, there's Ryan Bloom and Larson's throwback, and there's a caution.
Time out,
Barnes
goes
Wesley. Off track.
Time out, Wesley. We need to talk about this. What happened to BJ Duval? Because BJ Duval is in 6th.
Duval might have, he might have timed out, man. He might have, the rat on the wheel, quit turning, and he lost internet signal. That happens to him a lot in the boonies.
Here we go. BJ Duval is
Here's a look at it.
Go.
Duval, does he just disappear? Brightsman Rex.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh my goodness, the leader crashed. He ran off the racetrack. And have no fear, Ryan Bloom says, I'm coming, partner.
Wait, I'm about to say he had backup. Well, there was a car
We're
back
in this
there
together.
There was a car. There's Brightsman. There was another car in turn 3 and 4. I think there was 4. There was 4 cars separated amongst 4 separate turns there. Duval in 2. Brightsman in 4. I think there was 1 car in 3, and there was another car in turn 1.
Gotta love it.
Oh, Wesley. I forget how many times I yelled at my driver to bob and weave when I spotted for him at Daytona, because, Daytona's full. I'm like, at one point, I literally screamed down like 15 times. I got yelled at from upstairs. My grandparents come down and go, "Why are you yelling?" I'm like, well, you don't listen.
You have a lot of anger in your life.
This is what happens when my Buckeyes don't make the tournament. But that's nor here or there, because we're finally back to the green flag here, and we have a new race leader, Wesley.
We do. Dan West Jr. up in front now. Son Devin won the opening lid lifter back at Lima Land about 2 weeks ago. And, of course, Will Duval is powering his way back to the front. Not even halfway yet. Here comes the 32 dummy machine down to the bottom as West falls back to second. Here comes now Rush to the lead. He goes off track. Dan West Jr. is off the racetrack. Duval, just like that. 2 laps on a restart from 6th back to the front, Alex.
Duval, just like that. Again, West. That's the 2nd time Dan West has bitten that backstretch little lip there. As there you see the 25 machine there of Bloom. He's trying to work his way back up. Sean Brightsman not having a fun night right now as he's back of the pack here. Again, Jeff Stab now, though, we got to talk about this. He's in 3rd spot right now. That 24 machine in the 3rd spot. Very possible here. He just needs to keep it clean. That's what he needs to do right now. He's in the top 3 now. Just keep it clean. He's going to close in on this 82 machine of Rush.
All the while, BJ Duval back up in front as we're coming up on halfway. Duval, Rush, Stab now. How about Stab now, man? Starting to figure this car out. Starting to have a solid top 3 drive right now.
And Sean Brightsman's not having a fun night. But neither is the 55 of West. So, caution flag is out. Wesley.
Yes, right before halfway.
I don't think they're going to want to return to Lernerville right now.
Here's your replay of what happened at Lernerville. Duval back up in front.
Oh,
yeah, oh man. Dan West Jr. and Adenbacher. You know what? They're teammates, Alex. That's what's so funny about it.
I was about to say, I just saw a green car go flying through the air. That's all I saw.
Hey, you got a teal green car, Brightsman, and then you got the dark green car, leprechaun colors, if you will, of John Adenbacher from Billings, Montana. There you go. The Outlaw Boss, if that's what you want to call him. Alex calls him that. I call him the One Thumb Wonder. And the WB32 pink machine, it's Will Duvall back out in front again. And Alex, that just shows you how experienced Duvall is. Literally gets in an accident, goes to the back from 6th, and in less than a lap and a half works his way right back to the front again. Oh, we got something happening going on with Sean Brightsman after the caution.
After the caution?
What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, wow.
I can't.
Wait a minute. Was he trying to enter the pits and turned to the wrong area?
Yeah.
Pit reporter, Charles, have you got an update for us? What happened to Brightsman? Okay.
Oh, boy. This is why you can't. That's why you can't allow us 3 in a booth at the same time. We have too much fun.
Let's go. Well, we're going to go back to the restart here as it's 26 laps to go, 1 lap to halfway. Duvall and Rush on the front row. And pull the trigger virtually here at Lernerville. Green back out. We turned it off loose again. I think Rush just lost a handle again going off into the corner. He saves it. Battling back, here comes now Jeff Stab now up on the outside. The Rocket XR1, number 24 to Village, Montana. He'll power his way to the lead. Banging fenders there with Rush for second. Here comes Bloom in the battle, and we're halfway home, Alex.
Yeah, there you see Stab now and Rush. That's a top 3 battle here. And there's that 25 machine of Bloom. So it's Rush, Stab now, Bloom. And here is that battle that was looming on. As you see Bloom, that 25 machine, he's going to duck to the inside there as Stab now got a little tight in the corner there. So now a new 3rd spot. The 25 machine there of Bloom. Stab now back into the 4th spot here, but Rush holds on to 2nd. There you see the 55 of West going after the 71 of Cooper for a top 5.
Finally halfway in this race. 28 laps now on the board. Next time around of 50. And it scores B.J. Duvall, the leader of the event right now, holding out. Duvall and Rush, Bloom, Stab now, West the top 5. There goes West. Here comes company now by Aaron Cooper on the bottom. Trying to make something happen on the inside. Catfishing now. Everybody else is up on the Angels Expressway. Up on the top shelf where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa as well as the dentures. And the caution is out. And with 20 laps to go, Alex, we go back onto the caution again. I think this time it is for Kim. I think Tyler Kim might have gave us a scare. We'll find out for the restart in a moment. Caution waves. Replay coming up. Always phenomenal job in the LSRTV production RV camper mobile unit by Charles Wooten, presented by Click It RV. And looks like Rush is the guy that gave us a problem there in the 82 ride there, Alex. Look at this. Just hold it together.
I'm waiting here.
What does that say graffiti on his car? Malware?
Oh boy.
Oh, look. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think they were a little, yeah, throwing the yellow flag definitely a little too early there. Hey, we're at the top of the hour. Exactly. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. This is coverage of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series on CRN, the Community Radio Network, and iRacing on LSRTV from Lernerville.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Actually 21 laps to go now. 29 laps are completed. Welcome back to coverage from Lernerville. In round number 3 of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, I'm Wesley Outlet, Alex Robinson alongside Charles Wooten jumping in on our pit reporter end, helping out on the production as well, pushing the buttons, and we're back to green. And Brian Barnes says, I'm going for liftoff. And, oh my goodness.
He is upside down, and I think that might just wrote an end to his night as we're still green here, and he's going to go at least 1 lap down here. So that's going to write an end to probably Barnes' night there. Ottenbacher, he's in the pits as well. So Duval, he's out in front by over a second and a half already as we went back to the green flag only 2 laps to go. And that B32 machine shot out of a cannon. Bloom West, that is your second and third spot. Here's that 55 machine. Again, here's where he is having problems tonight. Right there at the exit of turn 2 on that backstretch, the 55 machine. If he can get that right, Dan West holds on for a podium spot.
Well, right now, it is Will Duvall up in front again. Look at now Ryan Bloom and Dan West Jr. battle for the bridesmaid spot. Here comes Sean Brightsman now climbing back into that position for 3rd and 4th as they work their way back across the start-finish line and put another lap on the board. Dan West Jr. bouncing off the boards, if you will. And everyone else now riding up on the top side of the racetrack, up in the fluff, if you will, up on the cushion. Nobody, for the most part, staying to the inside tonight in Lernerville with 15 to go. Oh, my goodness, we got trouble. Cooper turns, takes out Stab now, and I think he also got into Tyler Kim. No caution. We will stay green here with 15 to go, 14 at the line for Duval.
Look, the good news is for Jeff Stab now, he's in 8th. There are 2 cars in the pits. He has a top 10 at least secure here. And there goes the 25 machine now of Bloom. He's out over. So now Brightsman, he takes over the 3rd spot here. And Bloom's going to lose at least 2. And he's actually losing. He's going to go to pit road there. So I feel like that 25 machine actually tipped over on that backstretch.
Ryan Bloom again. Going up and over, man. Wow. And all the while is Duval, West, Brightsman, Rush, Cooper. There's your top 5. Rush now in 4th. What does that say on the side of his car in graffiti, Alex? What is it, malware?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, all right. Well, we're, by the way, coming into the home stretch of this event. It's 10 laps to go. Alex, I know you got to be rooting on BJ Duval right now. That's the boy you normally spot for as we go on board now with Sean Brightsman in the 46 car. He's in 3rd.
Yeah, at the 46 machine. He's running the top side here, but listen to how little bit of throttle he puts in that corner, because here's the thing. You see how sideways he is already here. If he puts a little bit more throttle in there, he's going to go around, and that's going to bring on a caution. And that's what that 46 machine sitting in 3rd. He does not need that right now. As you see a car in front of him. Dan West. Remember, we talked about that problem on that backstretch, and he almost went out over again. So that 55 machine, he's going to need to hit his spots here. He's going to lose 2nd.
Coming to the end of it. 8 laps to go now. Make 7 to go when they come to the line for Will Duvall. There he is, the W32, trying to go for 2 wins in a row. He can't win on the pavement side of the Northwest, but he can do it in the dirt.
Well, Wesley, you knew he was excited when he found out dirt was coming back, and they had dirt. And that B32 machine, he is showing why he is the dirt guru of the group here. As that B32 machine, he's looking for that clean sweep. He set quick time. He won the heat race here. He is looking for it all here. And right now, he's going to actually put the 38 machine of Kim and now the 71 of Cooper down. So BJ Duval has now lapped at least 2 cars. So now only the top 4 are on the lead lap here, and he's closing in on the 82 machine of Rush. So BJ Duval might lap up to at least 4th or 3rd here with 4 to go.
Duval hitting his marks, as Alex said. Now he's moving in on back marker cars as Rush is getting ready to be put a lap down. By the way, there is only 4 cars. Oh, the leader, Duval, no! Hold on to it, Duval, hold on to it. No, he's back on track. West is nowhere around Duval. The lead is 6 seconds. What a save there, Alex, for the 32.
And right there is what you call keeping your foot in it. He didn't lift whatsoever. He just hammered down and waited till he hit the corner as that B32 machine. The white flag is out, Wesley, 1 time around for BJ Duval.
Final time for the man out of Huntington, West Virginia, the outlaw boss, WB32 machine gets tangled up with the lap car of Rush. Duval says the heck with it, battles back on the outside. 2 weeks in a row. The Dirt Meister of the Northwest does it again. And Duval wins at Lernerville. Dan West Jr. will finish in second. Third will go to Sean Brightsman. Those are your drivers on the podium. Well, that was fun.
It was fun. It was entertaining. And the clean sweep for the B32. And I don't think you're supposed to hit the fence, the only fence on the racetrack while you're doing donuts. But apparently that's what BJ Duval does here.
Look at him spinning. Yeah.
He's having
front
a good
wheels
time.
Off the ground as he spins the car. Look at that.
Wesley, I was kind of waiting for him to turn. That's what I was waiting on. He was playing with fire, doing donuts at the wall. I was kind of waiting for him to hit the wall and flip over, but there's Dan West.
So this is kind of a version of the Northwest High Five Salute on dirt, but I don't think it works as good as it does on pavement. Dan's going to reset. Is he going to gas it up? What are you doing, Dan? Oh!
Nope.
Everybody's gone. Here is your results now for the race. Do what? Oh. Yeah, look at this. Here's the closest to the high five salute we have for the Northwest. High five salute for Sean Brightsman. Watch this, Alex. Whoa. Well,
wait.
I don't know if he's
landing. Wesley, you know
he
what?
stuck the landing. I think he's trying to get to the local Waffle House in a hurry.
I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 on that one.
Yes.
Stuck the landing and parked it in the pits. Didn't even hit a fence. Parked it in the pits. Then all he had to do was pull up just a bit to his pit stall. So I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 on that one.
Trying to beat all them people out to go to the local Waffle House for post-race dinner for sure. At Lernerville tonight, round 3 of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. BJ Duval, winner again back-to-back after winning that Volusia last week, here tonight at Lernerville as well. Dan West Jr. will settle for second. Sean Brightsman is third. Zach Rush, Aaron Cooper, the top 5, Alex, when the race ends with 3 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, Tyler Kim Stab now in 7th. Bloom, Barnes, Ottenbacher. And tough
night.
Let's talk about that for Brian Barnes there. He was on the track, on the lead lap, and then kind of hit the wall, went airborne, and flipped over and down the hill of turn 1 and 2. So that's how the Forest night ended. Ottenbacher, I'm not really sure what happened to the 89 machine. I know Stabnow was having a rough go about it here. Ryan Bloom was quick, but again, he had a tough night. And then Kim, Cooper, and Rush, those guys just finished a lap down. Just, victim of BJ Duval running a fluent race.
And by the way, one driver unable to start that intended to attempt the race, at least qualifying, is, of course, Roy Grande, the Taco Bell number 18 machine. Unable to make the race of 11 entries here tonight. By the way, real quickly, Virginia 811 call before you dig. Caution race summary. I know we didn't mention it that much, but love to Brian Morehouse, my buddy at NASCAR, and of course, V811.com. Dig with care. 9 cautions for 50 laps. Of course, no caution laps counted, and it was only 3 lead changes in the event, of course. I think those 3 leaders at one time was BJ Duval, Dan West Jr., and Zach Rush. When it's all said and done, BJ Duval is the winner. We'll talk to Duval, West, and Brightsman on the podium. Stand by from Lernerville. Round 3 in the books for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. This is iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. Back here at Lernerville, round number 3 in the books for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. iRacing on LSRTV, CRN, Wesley Outlet, Alex Robinson. Thanks always for Charles Wooten punching the buttons on the production. Of course, in addition to that, being our Click It RV pit reporter, getting stories. Well, an eventful race that saw 9 cautions at the end of the 50-lap feature when it's all said and done. Back-to-back wins for Will Duvall. We'll grab a word with him here in just a moment for the One Thumb Wonder. Let's talk to the runner-up of the race, though. Alex, I'll ask a question. You'll ask a question. And we'll start it off with Puyallup, Washington's Sean Brightsman. Sean, quite the highlight reel for you tonight at Lernerville. This was definitely a learning experience. I bet you're glad to get the podium finishing on 3rd, but glad it's over.
Definitely. It's nice to finish on the podium in dirt, considering I haven't driven much dirt and didn't own the track, maybe 5 minutes even before the race went into its race session. So pretty happy to end up here. A lot of learning left to do, and get the hang of it at lap 45 is kind of good, but those 40 laps before that were not so good.
And the real question is now 3 weeks in, is there any, there's still some tracks here. Is there any track that you're really looking forward to getting your hands on here and possibly beating that B32 machine?
Alex, I'd love to say yes, but no, I had to buy half the tracks just to partake in the series or more. So not a big dirt guy here, at least as far as running it consistently. I don't mind running here and there, but I would just say looking forward to every track. I love new experiences, love learning new tracks, and hopefully I'll a few more races in, I'll kind of get a hold of this super dirt late model.
Gotta ask you, man, and segue this into thanking your sponsors also, Sean. Now, what do you feel about the experience of being one of those guys that have done pavement for so long and then running on the dirt for sure?
It's a great learning experience. I mean, it teaches a lot about car control. I mean, obviously things are a little different as how you set up in the corner and how the brakes work in the dirt world, really, all together. So I think it just helps extra seat time, extra, car control for driving a looser car on asphalt. So also can really help on those, depending what kind of track states we get, if we get it running, it could lead to some benefit there for me. But overall, just great to be here and learning extra stuff, right? So I will thank Bright's Boutique. Thanks to Warrior Wraps for throwing out this great paint scheme, as well as Team LSRTV, Central Welding Supply, Blenders Eyewear, Swag Golf, and Click It RV for sponsoring the Northwest Racing Series, Premier Series, and then of course CRN and LSRTV. Thank you guys.
There you go. Puyallup, Washington, now Tucson, Arizona native of Sean Brightsman, of course, former Cup champion of the Northwest, will finish here on the podium in 3rd. Ironically, dirt drivers finish 1 and 2 that are actually real dirt racers or compete a lot of the dirt world. Shelton, Washington, number 55, Dan West Jr., you'll settle for 2nd. You had some pretty thrilling moments in the highlight reel as well, but the patience finally got there at the end, and you were able to get yourself in a nice spot to finish in the podium and finish in 2nd spot. Your take of this race here tonight at Lernerville. It seemed like it was definitely tricky and troublesome to figure out for the feature.
Yeah, I think we just had different paces out there, right? I mean, different paces of cars, and I had some not so proud moments. I got used up, and I probably used some people up that I need to apologize to. So yeah, you're just trying to be patient, stay out of trouble. Then you find yourself off track, you're back of the pack, and then you got to come back up through there again. And again, this is a lot of learning for a lot of guys, and we're all learning together how to race with each other around these dirt tracks. So it was a good time, though. I mean, it's going to be tough to beat BJ from here on out. I think he's in a pretty good groove. So we'll have to see. I think we're going to Cedar Lake next week, and I think that's a pretty good track.
And the one thing I talked about during this race, you had a little issue there coming out of 2 and on that backstretch there Are you kind of happy that the rest of these racetracks have a wall that you're not going to be worried about falling off a lip most of the race?
Yeah, I think that I like this track, though. I don't think that I've ever actually run an official race or anything other than some practice, but I like the fact that there's no wall. I mean, it's a really, when we talk about a fine line in racing, right? I mean, this is definitely it. I mean, if you go over it, you're gone. So, no harm, no foul, fortunately, for when I did go off. But yeah, I mean, the wall, whenever you have a track with a wall, you can tear more stuff up too. So, yeah, I mean, it was fun.
Man, I'll tell you what. This series, obviously for Dirt Sim, but you working, if you will, running dirt cars in real life, does this help you on the advantage level, or is it completely different animal doing it here in the sim, Dan? And segue that into thanking your sponsors.
Well, I mean, the sim does a good job as best as it can. I mean, but at the end of the day, you still have to be smooth. You still have to have throttle control. You just got to get that feel of that right rear, especially on dirt, and you can't overpower it. I mean, that's the biggest thing I see with these guys is, and it's easy to do because I was doing it. If somebody's up next to you, you want to squeeze that throttle really hard, and that's what's going to hurt you. That's what's going to get the car sideways. The biggest thing on dirt that I learned a long time ago is try to drive as straight as possible with a car. Just because it's dirt car doesn't mean you have to drive it sideways, and sideways is slow. So if you can keep the car going straight, you're going forward. So yeah, I mean, anytime you got a wheel in your hand, I feel like that you just can, it's going to help you at the end of the day. So LSRTV, CRN, BJ for putting this on. Warrior Wraps, thanks to Jeff for helping us get hooked up with that. I appreciate that. Love the wrap. I appreciate you guys up in the booth, and Click It RV. I appreciate the big sponsorship they've stepped up this year, and we'll look forward to the next race.
There you go, Shelton, Washington, number 55, Dan West Jr., second here tonight. Of course, his son, Devin West, won the opening race over the driver that has won the last 2 weeks in a row. Might be a bounty time for the driver of the B32W entry out of Huntington, West Virginia. BJ Duvall, Will Duvall, One Thumb Wonder, Outlaw Boss, whatever you guys in a lot of nicknames. Congratulations, 2 in a row. And what a comeback. This race was not easy. You had your trials and tribulations you had to fight through Lernerville to get to victory lane.
Yeah, I might have said it jokingly earlier, but in the back of my mind, I knew I was going to send it off the track at least once, and I found myself sending it off, I think, 3 times before the night was over. A little nervous coming out of 6th place to work my way up there, but I noticed nobody was really running the middle. A lot of people were running the top side, a lot of people were running the bottom, so I just utilized the middle line a few times there and made my way back forward.
Okay, I got 2 questions here. One, do I have to make a Facebook post in about 10 minutes?
Sure, but I mean, I guess I can leave that up to the PR guy.
Oh, great. And what? I don't even have... Wesley, you're throwing me under the bus with this one because I freaking talk to him every day. I don't have really any questions for him.
That's fine. Yeah, I have nothing to say to him either. Another big win. No, Duval, man, hands down. They just... I know you're enjoying this super late model dirt series, no doubt, for the Northwest. But, brother, what can we do to build up the car count, my friend? How can we get your dirt prowess to build the numbers? Do we expand and go away from the Northwest?
That's something that's more up to Sean and Jeff on that one. I like the close knit community of the Northwest guys. I love the guys over here. So I'd like to keep it in. I would like to see some more competition come racing with us. I'd love to see a 24 car starting field. It's a max field, and as the producer mentioned, they are out there. We just got to get them. We got to share, man. We got to share. We got to get some posts out there on Facebook and everything, and get some people get some recognition to it.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, another big win for you here tonight at Lernerville, same as Volusia. I know you want to thank your sponsors, buddy. Congratulations. I know you'll try to go for the hat trick next week. I believe it's Cedar Lake, Wisconsin. We're going to be next week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But go ahead and thank everybody. I got a laundry list. I forgot to thank a lot of them last week, and I got a lot of messages for it. But first and foremost, I want to thank LSRTV and the Northwest for helping and allowing this to go on. I got to thank Sean for the work that he put in last night and today to make sure we got the points in there and got them updated. I'd like to thank W Energy for sponsoring. Make sure you go check out w.gg online. Use code OUTLAW-B32 to get 10% off everything on the website. Cut out big energy drinks. Stuff's not healthy for you. Change your life. I thank World of Thunder, Ultimate Dirt TV. Always have my back. Brent Bates, Robinson Racing Promotions, Team Outlaw Motorsports, Outlaw Camps, Speed Ranch, Outlaw Gaming Center, Outlaw Customs, DirtFan.com, Miller Family Trucking, Juddy Designs, KDC Photography, NLRA, and Click It RV for sponsoring the Northwest Series this year.
That's a lot of virtual sponsors, might I say.
Boy.
I feel like I need to get James Essex to come in here and rattle off the sponsors like 100 miles an hour like he does, right? BJ Duvall, winner again, 2 in a row from Lima Land. Or, of course, finishing in the runner-up spot when Devin West picked up the win. And, of course, 2 wins now in a row from Volusia and here tonight at Lernerville. Alex Robinson, your final take on things, brother. Good to work with you again. We're going to have fun every Thursday night, man. And next week it's on to Cedar Lake, sir.
Tight little, compared a little bit of a tighter bull ring. I can't wait. And Wesley, for me, the beginning, it's going to be a fun rest of the season.
And have a great call, by the way, Sunday at Bridgeport. It looks like the weather's going to affect our area as well. I've got baseball obligations, maybe a race on Saturday, depending on the weather. But definitely it looks like all that nasty weather that's up in the producers area in Texas is coming its way here to the northeast and the southeast. And everybody be safe out there. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Hit that subscribe button and close it at LSRTV if you've not done so on YouTube. Follow us also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well as it's CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at LiveSimRacingTV.com. And we are CRN.com too. For everybody at the Click It RV, sponsor of the Northwest Racing Series, thank you again. Of course, to Charles Wooten, Jeff Stab, now Rocket Racing Media. This has been iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. For Alex Robinson, I'm Wesley Outland. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're back with coverage on the Northwest next Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And again, congratulations tonight from Lernerville, BJ Duvall, the big winner here this evening.